Did Lee Anderson assault a member of the public here? We're going to be seeing a Twitter video here from the man himself, Steve Bray. Let's go, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with with a very simple question. Did Lee Anderson assault a member of the public here, i.e. Steve Bray here? So, for those who don't know, Steve Bray is a activist who is fighting for the rights for us to get back into the European Union, who believes that Brexit was a scam, and I generally believe in him, believe in his cause. He has been consistently out there protesting and vigorously demanding that we undo the damage that Brexit has caused to us. He's always been out there protesting, which is entirely his right to do so. And he has gotten many scuffles with one or two MPs, not by his actions, but by the actions of the MPs who have been annoyed by him. And many MPs have been annoyed by him. And no MP has been more annoyed by Steve Bray more than Lee Anderson. And Lee Anderson has, in my opinion, from the evidence that I've seen on multiple occasions, the man has entirely tried very hard to get under the skin of Steve Bray. And he tries to do so here. Now, the question I put is, did Lee Anderson assault a member of the public here? Is because if you watch this clip and watch how Lee Anderson reacts and how Steve Bray reacts, Steve Bray here, in my opinion, acts in self-defense. Because if you are in any way touched or pushed or whatever, you're not the one who's making the offensive here. You are simply defending yourself. If somebody pushes you or hits you or assaults you, you have every right to defend yourself because you are trying to protect yourself, right? Ask yourself this. Do you think Lee Anderson is a nice person? Do you really think Lee Anderson here is in the right here? And I want you to pay particular attention to the police here, because I quote tweeted this, asking, why hasn't the Met Police taken any action? Well, let me take that back. It's not that. It's when it comes to the Met Police. If this man, Lee Anderson, was not a politician, was not an MP, I can absolutely guarantee you, if he did what he did in front of the police, he would have been arrested. But because he's an MP, because he's a politician, he is treated indifferently. So let's play the clip, guys, and you guys can judge for yourselves on this, okay?
You're a liar, anyway, you're a cheat, anyway, you're a coward, yeah, and you're a charlatan.
Anyway.
And the Reform Party, you just UKIP
stop shouting.
rebadge.
You're like a bully. You're like a bully.
No.
By the way...
Oh dear. What's going on?
You keep getting your
Apologies, guys.
job yet?
I'm self-employed, I pay tax
No,
too.
mate, you're unemployed.
No.
You keep getting your...
Now, how does Lee Anderson know that he's unemployed? How does he know he claims benefits? What evidence does he have? So he's just making those claims out there. He doesn't look like somebody who's on the dole, but you know, you're making an accusation out there in front of the cameras with no evidence to support it.
Words mixed up.
Self-employed.
Unemployed.
Bima, follow me, loser.
It's what you are, Steve, is you're a scrounger.
Am
you're
I
a parasite,
now? Oh,
and
yeah,
you're a drain
yeah.
on the public finances.
You're a
Well, you'll be
coward.
able
Are
to
you
prove
saying I'm
that.
on
You are a
benefits?
man of interest.
Are you saying
to
I'm
the
on
DWP.
benefits? Are you saying I'm on
Well, we
benefits?
don't know.
Man of interest, DWP. This
Anyway,
is an MP
why don't you get
lying
get
through
signed
his
up,
teeth.
signed up? Anyway.
Who votes
Nice
for
it.
idiots like this?
That is a good question. Why do you vote for people like this? People have to remember that that this man went from Labour to the Conservatives to Reform. You know, when the Liberal Democrats do well, he might jump to them. Who knows where this guy's going? You cannot take anything seriously. And he's right. Who is mad enough to vote for this man? He's a nasty piece of work.
Who votes for idiots like you?
About 500 people.
How many parties have you been in, Lee? You just jump ship wherever it suits you.
Guess what?
And there, right there. Who made the first touch here? Now, yes, the finger wagging was from Steve Bray. Excuse me, not denying that. But who's made the first assault there? Clearly, that was Lee Anderson. And this is not the first time Lee Anderson has knocked off Steve Bray's hat off as well. And there, you know why he raised his hand? Because he laid his hands on his hat. He is acting in self-defense here. He's saying, hey, you put your hands on me. You have no right to do so. Who are you to put your hands on me like that? Because that's exactly what he did. And the police, their response on this is they jump him because he's a member of the public. But it is Lee Anderson who provoked him.
That's assault!
And obviously, Steve Bray considers himself assaulted there and has pushed him away because he feels threatened by Lee Anderson.
You can't.
He went for me. He just went for me.
No, he did. He did. Now this is the easy option.
He's the thug. You're the one who provoked him. You guys saw the footage there.
Arrested.
Let me show you. Let me show you again. Yeah, because obviously people will jump to conclusions. Let's be very clear here. Okay, let's go right here. Here it is. Who made the first assault? There you go, right there. Steve Bray did not do anything there. He hasn't done anything up to this point. And there's Lee Anderson getting right in his face. Yeah, and putting his hands on his hat, which he has no right to do there. And Steve Bray rightly is defending himself, acting in self-defense as any man or woman would do. You would act in self-defense here. But clearly he felt that he was in jeopardy there and defending himself. Now, obviously, the police are going to take the side of the MP here because that's the Metropolitan Police, because they always go with the side of the politicians and not the members of the public. I'm just putting that out there, but you can clearly see what's happening here. The footage is very much there to see, guys. But that's my opinion there. I thought that Steve Bray was assaulted there. He was assaulted, and he had a right to defend himself. Now, some of you may agree or disagree that Steve Bray was wrong to push back on that. You're entirely entitled to make that opinion. But let's be very clear here. Lee Anderson provoked Steve Bray. He provoked a member of the public there. He didn't have to engage with him. He didn't have to get in conversation with him. He could have just carried on walking. He could have just ignored him. He didn't have to listen to any of it. Lee Anderson chose to act in that way. So, based on what you have seen, what do you guys think? Do you think Lee Anderson assaulted a member of the public here? Or do you think that Steve Bray went too far? Let me know your thoughts and more down in the comments section below. If you found this video interesting, please hit that like button, share it across social media, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.